What? A camera? Dude, I am not prepared for being like, bruh. I got it, I'm gonna wear shades in this video. What is up guys, Jigsaw Flex here, and I'm on summer break. Woo! So before I talk about today's topic, I just want to let you guys know, I've been streaming for the past 2 weeks now, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and I actually opened up a Discord server for you guys to join. So if you guys like my content and want to check me out via social media, Discord is a great way for communication. And if you guys want to totally talk anything Nintendo related, updates will definitely be in the announcement section of the text channel of the server, and as well as when I'm going to be uploading and stuff like that. So if you guys don't have Twitter, be sure to check me out on Discord. So it'll be in the description below if you guys want to join. As many of you already know, the 2DS XL was announced about 2 weeks ago from the Nintendo YouTube channel, and you guys could totally check out the link. I will provide it in the description below if you guys totally missed that. To answer an obvious question, no, I will not be getting the 2DS XL because right here you see a 3DS XL, and yeah, I will just be downgrading if I were to get this new system. Since Nintendo handhelds have been a thing for the past like few months, I want to talk about Game Boy Advance handhelds. Me and the Game Boy Advance go way back in time. This was my first ever handheld console. I never had a Game Boy Color or an original Game Boy. This is all I had, and yeah, I suffered from really bad eyesight because due to it not having any backlight at all. Oh my gosh, you can see the camera. When I was like 5 or 6 years old, I played this endlessly. I played this at school, I played it on the bus, I even like brought it on vacation and stuff. It was definitely the ideal thing to bring when you want a game on the go. So I have a bunch of Game Boy games. I have like a selection from Game Boy Color to Game Boy Advance games. Little did I know that there are things called fake Game Boy Advance cartridges. Like, why make that? So what I really want to discuss today is about fake Game Boy cartridges that I apparently own. The first game that I want to show is this 118 games in one. Look at Nuggles over here, he looks really cool. However, too bad it's a bootleg game because it does not have the Nintendo seal, it does not have an ESRB rating, and you could probably tell from the top, if you, in comparison of the other Game Boy Advance games, you can tell that the Game Boy Advance logo on the top where the gray spot is kind of like molded in such a weird fashion. Like, it's just, I don't know, like the font is off and the outline is really weird. So I play this a lot actually. This goes way back when I went to the Philippines when I was 5 years old, and I wanted to grab a game or two at like a mall or something like that. And it was actually a really big mall in the Philippines. I don't remember what it's called and stuff like that, but I played a lot of like arcade games because they had a lot of those arcade machines and stuff like that. So I thought to myself, hey, I should definitely buy a game or two before leaving. I think I wanted to get like a really expensive game at the time, but my parents were like, nah, we don't have the money for that. And then so we looked at the clearance section, and of course, this was in the clearance section. What it entails is actually right on the title. It has 118 games, a lot of random games in there, mostly Mario games, surprisingly. However, what Mario games they had in there were like really weird ones, like legit, really weird Mario games. Last time I checked, there wasn't a Super Mario Land 4. Last time I checked, there was a Super Mario Land and a Super Mario Land 2. Heck, there was even Wario Land 2, 3, and 4. However, Super Mario Land 4 was actually completely different to what any other Mario platformer game would entail. This game was whack. What it had in there was like this ninja cutscene, right? A ninja cutscene. One, that is completely wrong. Like, Mario games do not have any ninjas whatsoever. Like, legit, maybe in Super Mario 3D World or whatever, like they had this one like ninja themed level or like Japanese themed level. Like, legit, that's like the only thing I could ever think of. And Mario could jump and stuff like that. However, he had like, I don't know, a Japanese outfit like going on, like, bruh, like what are you doing? Like, and then he has a stick. Yeah, right, he has his stick and stuff, and he can like apparently swipe, and that shoots like fireballs. Like, excuse me? Like, I could even keep going on. Like, there was another game where it's called Mario Sis. I mean, it's just literally, instead of the Mario Bros, they're like apparently Mario sisters. And that made me to believe that Mario actually had sisters at that time. Okay, and there was one other game, one other Mario game especially. It was just weird. It literally was called Mario and Luigi, and I was thinking, okay, Mario and Luigi do stuff together in this game, I guess. No, what it is, it's some weird like like land, right? You're like standing on like some weird land. It looks like Mario versus Donkey Kong landscape and stuff like that. And you're walking around, and you see Luigi come by, and you're like, oh hey Luigi, what's up? So he approaches you instead of legit just being like, hey Mario, what's up? And then like teaming up with you. He touches you and you like instantly die. And also at that moment, I thought Luigi was the bad guy, like in the Mario series. For good. So yeah, my childhood was a lie. But you know what? This game isn't too bad, I guess. Like, it has 118 games. You can still play like the classic Ice Climbers, classic Mario Bros. Even there was like a Spider-Man game that was really cool and I really liked. And I played the most the sports game, tennis, and there was baseball that I really loved the most. Baseball, obviously you know how it works. It's kind of like the NES baseball game, and the tennis one was really challenging. There was actually 1 through 5 levels. Heck, you could even probably find that even online at this point. You could totally just type in tennis. I don't know, NES tennis, classic tennis, flash game, free, something like that. Okay, so the two games that I have over here are Mario Kart Super Circuit. They're both the same game, however, one of them is real and one of them is fake. And sadly, the one that I own, or actually own first, rather, is this weird fake, or at least what you could say is a bootleg version of the game. One, there is no ESRB rating here, and two, like I said earlier, there's the Game Boy Advance font is slightly off, and the Nintendo seal is kind of hard to read, and it's also very circle shaped, and rather than like the, you can't really see that, but it's kind of like an oval. Some things that I found from my original copy was the fact that I was not able to save all the time. I would play the game, I would have fun, and then after a few cups, my save file will be corrupted. It'll be like every so often it happens, and I don't know why. So this copy right here is the real one, like I said, and I got it from my good friend RJ. He had the original copy, doesn't play his Game Boy games anymore, so he gave it to me. So here is a closer look of the real deal. The Mario Kart Super Circuit logo is all the way in the top, instead of rather in the middle-ish, and the colors are actually a lot brighter than my bootleg one, and as you can tell, the Game Boy logo is legit on the top. So apparently in the real game, when you're selecting a cup, you can change the type of cups by hitting L or R. When you do that, you're going to be summoned the Super Mario Kart courses. And my mind was blown the first time I saw that. This is totally fake. Like, totally fake. You suck. Good. You went under that closet. You better stay there. So, the last set of games I want to share to you guys today that I have that are completely fake, or at least one of them. I have a fake copy of Pokemon Emerald, sadly. I know, but it's okay because this game that I'm going to compare it to is Pokemon Ruby version. Can you please, like... Yeah, there it is. The real Ruby version. Origins of this fake emerald. I actually got it from... Okay, so this is weird. Here's a weird backstory. So, our town has like a legit official day that we celebrate it. There's just a bunch of things people sell around town. Like in our main square or our main street, we just have like a bunch of tables set up where people, or like people who live from our town, just like sell things to people, and yeah. And of course, when I was younger, I went to the gaming section. There was a bunch of cool vintage games I really wanted. That is where I got this game. And I'm like, where the heck did you get a copy of Pokemon Emerald? That's completely fake and not authentic like this one. There are ways to figure out if a Pokemon cartridge is fake. Some things, like I mentioned before, were basically looking at the Game Boy Advance logo on the top, and also checking the ESRB rating if that's even existed in the damn picture. However, another thing to notice is the fact that the E for everyone should definitely be fat. The one that I have for Emerald is completely thinner than the Ruby version that I have, and yeah, that's a really good indication that it could possibly be fake. Also, if you were to look really closely to the rating itself, the word content is also spread into two different words, con and tent. Now, don't get me wrong, this looks pretty legit. Like, it even looks very holographic, and the seal for Nintendo looks pretty cool. Like, it's not a circle shape, it's pretty easy to read. So on the bottom of the cartridge, you can see Nintendo's, like, copyright. Right in the bottom, 2002, Pokemon Ruby, blah blah blah, you know. Now, my Emerald version has a different font, and it even has, like, an oval going around Nintendo. And if you do a little research, real copies do not have that little circle oval thing around it. But the number one thing to definitely check for is when you actually put the game in your Game Boy or DS or however the heck you're gonna play this. So in the original copies of Pokemon, you are able to play the game and just create a file and stuff like that. If you already have a file, it will just send you to your file, and it'll show like, okay, continue, and then options. However, when I started up Emerald and pressed start on the title screen, it actually had text right away saying, reading game file, or reading game, the game can now be played, or the file can now be read. I'm totally like paraphrasing it, but for whatever reason, why, like to me, like why would Nintendo include a text saying, yeah, the game can be read, your game file can be read, like let's play now. Like, what? This probably is like some injected ROM or something, like, bruh, like get out of here. I would not be surprised if that broke right away because, you know, it's also cheap hardware. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed something slightly different. Talking about my childhood a little bit. I also forgot to mention that my Mario Kart Super Circuit fake copy was also from the Philippines too. I read earlier online that a lot of third world countries, especially in Southeast Asia, sell these illegal copies. So if you guys live around those areas, be careful. I mean, if you don't really care that you have a fake copy and it's cheaper, then what can you do? But as a Nintendo gamer, it is very, very disappointing and aggravating when you get a fake copy of games that you like you just love. Like, I love Emerald. I played it a lot on an emulator, and I don't have, sadly, the real copy. But you know, I hope I get the real copy someday. So thank you guys so much for watching fake Game Boy Advance games that I own, sadly. I hope you guys thought my stories were pretty interesting today, and if you guys want to see more videos like these in the future, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos and content so that way you're notified. So peace out guys, and stay cool.